Hello friends, it's Carla here today, and I'm so excited to be part of the Back to School YouTube Hop organized by the amazing Sara. You're going to be able to look in the description and see all the details of everyone in the hop, and I'm going to give you a look at my layout here today. I, of course, have some pictures of my kids on their first day back to school this year, and our theme is The Cool Kid Just Showed Up, which is kind of a fun theme. I'm using the Creative Scrapbooker Magazine Sketchy Challenge. They have a Facebook group online, and they have a different sketch each month, which gives you some inspiration. So I'm using that sketch, and it is created by Jennifer Edwardson. And I'm using the Maggie Holmes Round Trip collection. So it's definitely not a school collection. I think I only have one 6x6 paper pad that's actually school themed, and you'll see me pull that out in a little while just to pull a couple things out of it. But I thought this collection was fun because my middle daughter, who's the oldest one in these photos, she's in high school this year, and she's actually going to take the bus, and so that's a big change for her after walking to school from kindergarten to grade 10 or to grade 9. So she's in grade 10 this year. She's going to take the bus. There's some fun travel and bus stickers and images in this collection, and I really like the colors. I pulled out 3 different papers to work with, and here I'm grabbing some Nuvo inks just to do some edging. I really like to add some edging to different elements, different cut aparts. That little journaling card was from the cut apart sheet with different tags and stuff on it. And I'm using a Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L tape gun here to add my photos. And the middle white paper is from Creative Scrapbooker. It's called Super Stock that they sell in their store, and it's a really thick, wonderful card base, really great for, a base, whether you're doing cards or you're doing scrapbook pages. And I'm just using it in the center of my layout, and just adding some colors as they kind of coordinate. I just grabbed a few out, and I like to just add that edging. This is a Nuvo sponge dauber as well, and it's very nice to use, and their sponges work very well as well. So I'm using my Olfa ruler. It's got some nice grid marks there, and just laying down the strips of paper. I cut those strips into 1 inch, but I wanted the blue strip, the blue pattern paper, just to be a little bit thinner. So I positioned them so that I would have that peeking out behind the orange and pink. And here you'll see all those really fun ephemera and different pieces that come with this collection. Now there still are some pieces in the Scrapshot store. I did get these items from Scrapshots, and Scrapshots is actually sponsoring this giveaway that I have today. Scrapshots is an online store in Calgary, Alberta, and they have lots of fun scrapbooking, card making products in their shop. And they are actually going to have a Scrapaganza event in Calgary, so check out their website if you're near to the area and want to pop in for that. It's a crop and shopping event, but normally they are online, and so they're offering our Canadian viewers a $15 gift card to the shop. And you just need to comment and let me know that you are Canadian, and then your name will go into the draw, which will be announced on the 17th of September. And someone will win the $15 gift card, and then you'll be able to do a little shopping, which is fun. So here you can see me going through this ephemera, just layering, see what might fit. That map was kind of fun, but I didn't find anything specific to go with it. I really love Maggie Holmes' colors and images that she uses, and I'll definitely be making more travel themed layouts, as well as using those really pretty flowers on various layouts. This is kind of the process that I use. So I'm going through each of these packs. There's die cut ephemera, and there's, I think, journaling ephemera, and then there's another pack with some cute little envelopes. And I go through and see what colors might match, and just see what might work. I knew I wanted a couple tickets, so I pulled out those tickets and I just set them to the side so that I can pick from the ones that I feel like are going to match well. And I don't end up using anything from this pack, but it's so cute. And so I just wanted to leave it in and show you because of the little envelopes and that stitching on that little card. Super cute. And here's some stickers, puffy stickers, a sticker book, the thickers that go with this collection, and the 12 by 12 chipboard sticker sheet, which is super fun. So I definitely grabbed the bus off that sticker sheet, and I have that little chipboard label. It says "Let's Go," which is funny because my 15-year-old here, Amy, she always says "Let's go," and so that's kind of, makes me think of her. And here I'm just deciding which tickets to put together, and I'm really judging more on the color. So when I find which color works. And I do like that in these ephemera packs, often they'll have some, whether it's tickets or labels that are all together in one piece, and then you can definitely trim those apart if you want to just use one part of it or stretch your supplies. I'm adding a little bit of ink around the edges, and then I'm going to glue these together. I printed the pictures with my Canon selfie printer and just use the selfie app that comes with that on my iPhone. And I like how nice and bright the colors are that they were wearing that day. And we always end up having the photos under this one tree in front of our house. So I think for every school year, they're always under this tree, which is fun. And I'm thinking that I might have to make a layout with each year of photos, which would be fun. There are lots and lots of wonderful videos and amazing scrapbookers, so you're definitely going to want to check those all out today. I know some of the people have some giveaways, which is really fun, so be sure you check them all out, and lots of inspiration. You just saw there my tiny little 6x6 paper pad. It's an old Simple Stories back to school paper pad, and I just cut out some images and some of those little bingo cards. I'm going to just cut out this strip of I Love School, and so it just makes it feel like it is a back to school layout, even though I used barely any back to school items for this. So I think you can definitely do that when you're trying to make back to school or any kind of themed layouts. You don't have to have a whole themed collection. You can work with what you have, colors and papers, and then add in maybe just a small amount of the theme that you want to add there. There was even some pen puffy stickers for this collection, which was fun too, and going along with that back to school. So just layering everything on, and I usually just lay them on first, get a feel for where I want to put things before I glue everything down. And I have 3 different clusters around my page. So usually I'll have 2 or 3. And once I decide on the placement, then I'll glue those down, and then I usually come in and add some smaller stickers and whether I'm adding some enamel dots or sequins, or that's kind of towards the end. So when I flip through, I'm just getting some little words to add on. I grabbed my Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher, which I really love, and this Paige Evans date stamp. It's got some fun words, and then it also has the days of the week on there. So I'm putting it to the day that they went back to school, and using the Nouveau ink to add the ink. Now I'm just stamping randomly onto a piece of paper just to make sure that I have it stamped, that it's stamping well. And with these date stamps, I've given up trying to get them perfect. It's a little bit off center, but I'm fine with that. I think that's just the look that I end up getting with a date stamp, and I just go with it. So here I'm clustering these little bingo cards, this little circle and label, and the I love school, and I just stapled those together, and I'm going to add them to the background with some foam adhesive. And before I stick that on, I decided to grab a stencil. So this stencil is by Nicole Wright. It's a grid stencil, and it's from Wild Whisper Designs, and I just want a really light stenciling in the background, not anything that's too dark. So I just grabbed it like a really light kind of peachy color, and the stencil is worn, or it looks worn, and so it just kind of gives a really neat graph-like texture to the background, which I thought lended to the whole school theme as well. And I just added a little bit to the bottom as well. So I can stick on my layered embellishment. And then I've got my zebra pen. It's a Z grip, a medium ballpoint pen in black. And these come in about 5 different colors. The actual pen barrel, and they're black ink, and they write so lovely and smooth. So I just added my journaling to the bottom there, and then I've got out my stickers. These puffy stickers are so fun, and puffy stickers, if anyone knows me, are my absolute favorite. So I'll pull them out, and it's nice because they have that clear backing, and you can kind of hold them over the spot where you're thinking about putting them and just see how they're going to look. And as long as you're not pressing them down hard, you're able to kind of pick them up and move them as well. So now I'm just creating those finishing embellishment areas, adding a little heart there with those little enamel stars and hearts, and those little geotags. And then this Wander Thickers collection, I really wasn't going for the gold on this, but I did like the black, so I added some of those black stars, and just adding a few more embellishments. At this point, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the title, and normally for titles, I really like using the pre-made sticker words, but I just didn't have anything that really went with school, or it just didn't make sense. So you'll see at the end here in my finished photo what I end up using. And I wanted to put this kind of bus pass. It says and goes until the end of June. So that's kind of like the school year. And then I've just got a little note here about Amy taking the bus and how that's going to be different for her this year, and that she's got her bus pass. And that is pretty much it. So I've got all my embellishments, my photos, my journaling. This was such a fun layout to make and so great to be part of this hop. Here's my title, School is Cool, that I added with some pink fresh letters and some close-ups. I would love for you to leave a comment and like and subscribe. And if you are Canadian, be sure to mention that so your name can go into the draw for a $15 gift card from Scrapshots. You'll find the link to the Scrapshots store in the description, as well as the next hop stop. So thanks so much for hanging out, and I hope you have a wonderful day.